Testing, 1 2, testing 1 2. All right, let's see what we got here today. So first, let's go ahead and get the watch list on up there. All right. So our watch list for today, or the one that I'm seeing at least, I got S dot leading the day. I got Seed, RKDA, and then below that, everything else is under 20%. So not too worried about any of that. So the top three is SOT, SEED, and RKDA. And it also looks like those are leading in volume as well. So let's go dive into them. Switch back over. This one, okay. And then we will minimize. All right. So let's go over here to our research. And we will start off with S dot. SDOT. S dot group. All right, so this one says S dot or SI dot Group Inc. Provides supply chain solutions that address growing food security challenges worldwide. The company is involved in agro commodity sourcing and trading. Okay, so this goes right along with the scope that we're seeing. Even on the front page, we just saw of Trump talking about soybeans, right? So there was a right here, Trump threatens retribution over soybeans. This goes right along with that scope. So it's up 128%. Let's go ahead and jump over to this one and see. The original, it went up to 17. Let's go to the daily chart. This is the biggest mover on the day. Let's come on over here to the daily. And so it closed at 519 yesterday and has a gap up here that it did get over. So let's go ahead and mark this gap up. Boom, boom, just like that. This is going to be the higher gap. Edit, higher gap. And then we got the lower gap down here around like, I don't know, $8 maybe. And I should put higher daily gap so we can know the distinction. Then I will take this, I will duplicate it. So really want to see it stay above the $8. Up here to the highs, it's got 1101. So let's go ahead and put this as a peak level, daily peak level. Okay, so 1101, let's zoom back a little bit. It's got another gap up here. So I'm going to go ahead and mark, I'm going to duplicate this high gap up to what, 1490. And the low gap is here at 1152. Oh, I need to rename that too. So let me duplicate and rename those. So this is the lower gap. Edit, lower. Lower daily gap. Then up here, we got the lower daily gap. Edit. Here we go. All right, so we got things marked up. We got a peak all the way out here at 23s. I don't know if it's gonna go that high, but it is a obvious peak up there. So let's go daily peak, duplicate, got it all the way up here. All right, so we got several obvious levels up here. We got a previous level up here that was a peak as well. Duplicate. So we got a lot of levels here. All right, let's jump back over to what the 1 minute is looking like now that we got all these levels out here. So this was the lower gap down here, $8. We want to see it stay above. higher gap, and then up here we had a peak daily at $11, and then we had the lower gap and a higher gap. So it's a different gap here. All right, so we're gonna see how that plays out. It's up 133%. Looking at it structurally, let's see. So it had a top up here of 1730s, and looks like it traded pretty straight down here to this level. Okay, so we had a beginning kind of downward spiral, and then we have another little outlier that came out here and here. So we'll see. We'll mark all of these. So we had this guy right here, and we will send that to the right. Okay, so we will see where we start to see some respect around here. But the 6 o'clock move, you know, it's just cross where retail traders can kind of start trading. But we do have levels down here. We're going to also take note of the point of control. Point of control up here is right at 1442 right now. On the other charts, it is 1425 and 1421. 1425 on the 5-minute, 1421 on the 15-minute. So let's go ahead and draw that up from the 1442 down to the 1421. 1421. So very thin little layer there. And we're seeing this thing kind of go back and forth. It's got 7 million shares traded. The only issue that I have with it right now is Seed has 12 million shares traded. Okay, and all of these are kind of leaning towards the agriculture, I believe, but definitely these top two, Seed and S-Dot, are leading towards that agricultural tweet that Donald Trump put out yesterday, I believe. So definitely want to be within scope. So at the beginning of the week, Monday, Tuesday, it was all about batteries and AI, and now it's starting to shift. So I want to continue to look out for both of those scopes, batteries and AI, and agricultural plays. So that's what we're looking at right now, and I still want to continue to look for things that can pay me the amount that I'm looking for in the in a nice time frame, right? All right. So we're gonna see what it wants to do back down here towards the 1150s. We got the point of control all the way up there. All right, but Seed is a little bit too cheap for me to play with. It moved from 218 up here to 294. Now that could be some opportunity for somebody. It does have more volume, so more people are interested on this little cheap one. Let me look at RKDA as well. So Seed and RKDA. Come on, Seed. Seed Origin Agritech Limited. All right, so we're looking at Origin Agritech. This is a Chinese company, so let's go ahead and notate that on Seed. Chinese company straight off the bat. People's Republic of China. All right. Chinese company into agriculture. Agriculture, Chinese company. Well, I put Chinese first. Chinese agriculture. Let's see what they actually do. It says that the company engages in the development, production, and distribution of hybrid crop seeds, as well as the development of hybrid seed technology. Further, it engages in crop seed breeding and genetic improvement. Its products include corn, canola, soybean, and rice seeds. So it's literally got soybean in there, and that's what was in the tweet. So we're gonna see about that. It does have soybeans in its inventory. So inventory. So Chinese company, Chinese agriculture, Soy in inventory. I should, well, soy's, it doesn't matter. I'll just leave it like that. Oh boy, S dot popped up there. Another little outlier coming up to 1288. And it is definitely on subject, on topic. Now, I have seen this thing shift down before, so we've seen this. It needs to start breaking this pattern. You see how it came up and shifted all the way down like that? We want to see it kind of build higher lows, and kind of this pattern starts to get smaller or evaporate. Because it's throwing them up there. The highs here is 1338. But with this setup right here, I'm going to, we're going to see. It is definitely on brand. 7 million shares traded. This, if it stops here at 1334, that's definitely going to be a another peak out here to form another lane. Small little breakout, 13, almost 1350s. Okay, so let's go ahead and mark this up as some type of possible. Oops. Mark this up as some type of possible high here. Done this before and fell down. Let's see if it falls on them and then reestablishes here. All right, so we're getting a little bit. We got 3 levels. I mean, this one right here, it goes all the way down here. So with 890 something. I'm not sure about that one, but I'm gonna leave it there because that was a main fall point right there. All right. So 17. Let's go back over to Seed. Seed, Chinese company. I need to bring that note down here where I can see it so I don't forget. Man, move down here. All right. And now let's go look at RKDA. Is it on topic? RKDA. Are you on topic, big guy? This is Arcadia Biosciences produces and markets plant-based foods and beverage products in the United States. The company develops crop improvements primarily in wheat to enhance farm economics by improving the performance of crops in the field, as well as their value as food ingredients. Its food, beverage, and body case products include Good Wheat, Zola coconut water, Provault topical pain relief, and Soul Spring. The company was incorporated in 2002 and is headquartered in Dallas, Texas. Now, this one is not exactly on topic. It's not, it's more wheat. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that note on RDKA or RKDA. RKDA. And let's go ahead and pump that one. So this one, we got wheat. It's agriculture. It's kind of in the vein, but it's kind of not. So we'll see. All right, so this is, and it is based out of Dallas, Texas. So Texas wheat. All right, Texas wheat. All right, so we know these are low flows because they show up on this one. It's yeah, this is a low flow scanner for pre-market, so that's all we're looking at. So we got a little bit, and we're gonna see how this thing bases out on S dot, Seed, and these 3 are pretty much the ones that are sticking out today. Point of control for RKDA was up here at 622. It's looking about the same across the board as 6 on the 5-minute, 15-minute, and the 1-minute. So I'm just gonna leave that alone until we get a zone. But yeah, Texas wheat is out there. Seed. All right, we got S dot. It made a little bit higher level here, but I'm not sure what it wants to do from here. 13, 16. A little bit higher, and it keeps thrusting back down though. So we'll see what happens here. 1350s. Another little outlier there. Let's get that marked up. Whoops, wrong one. We're going to see where it starts to respect with these outliers. Still has room. So still the $11 is where it's gonna kind of look a little more weak. But if it can drag this point of control down into this level and people start accumulating, it could be a little bit better. Drag this point of control on down. Holding right in that level. Is it going to repeat this pattern, the big fall off pattern? All right, coming on back down. We have a low, previously tested low at 1248. Ooh. Oh boy. So we marked up our outliers up here. Now to see how it tests down 1250s. Can it start dragging that point of control down? Popping up there to the bodies of these previous candles at the 1325-ish. Bottom of this candle is 1306. So a whole dollar level. Let's see how it holds up. That level is going to snap back or what? 21 cents away from that 13. A little snap back, but this candle hasn't closed yet. $13.04s, 13.03. 15 seconds left on this candle. All right. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so let's see where it starts to respect. 1262. Will it break down 1250s? So now it's got a little bit higher level, and I want to see if this thing is going to break. This level right here is a little bit steep for me right here. Going straight up here, I mean, it's kind of steep. So I'm thinking it can do a little breakdown, but we'll see. Go ahead and draw that right. All right, so that one, and then we got one from this little level here. It kind of did a little bit of a higher low. So I want to see if it can break that down. Because for it to just go up this trend is going to be a super steep move trying to get there. This one is a little bit more normal. And then if it breaks down, it'll be, you know, we'll just see if it continues to break down. But this one has the hottest news, so could be unpredictable. Well, technically, S dot does not have catalyst on the day, but it is following the sentiment of the tweet of the president. So, Seed does have, let me see, what's going on with channel search? Seed executes Northeast China market re-entry, which is kind of weak. Okay. And then RKDA, what's your news on the day? Okay, it's just talking about other stocks. So basically, this one, S dot, the top three really don't really have any strong catalysts. They're just on sentiment from the president. So I'll be very careful buying highs for sure. I'm looking for those dips. Coming back up there, testing this level again. Let's see if it ends up ducking out because it's on a very steep trend here. And if it does go up, oh well, I just miss it. I want to see a little bit more structure that kind of makes sense to me, something that I'm used to seeing the setup. And this right here is, I mean, it could go. Running into that previous structure, has a overhaul up here. It just reached out to. Did not break a new high though. So 1350s, still on this steep uptrend. Bam. Will it go all the way to the point of control? Probably not. And it almost got it, actually. It did get it. There's the point of control right there. So let's see if new people come and attack it right there at the point. Interesting. That was a super steep uptrend. So it's got a couple of things that's running into the point of control, and then also this higher daily gap that it was going up towards, and now it's kind of sitting in that point of control. And resting right in that heavily traded level. So we'll see if it ends up, what's the bottom of this? 1405, 70 cents away from it now. Definitely a pretty big move there though. 13 up to 1460s. And now it actually moved the point of control up. So this will be new structure for sure. Straight up to 15. All right. Well, this is the no rush trading, so it is what it is. Got an outlier out here at what, 1526. Coming right back down to that point of control. Took a little pause break edit. And still on this tight uptrend. It's got 8 million shares traded on it. And now I'm probably going to treat this point of control like some type of resistance. Definitely went faster than I thought though. Anyway, green on the month, green on the week, been green every day. So, Well, every day this week. I had some red days, but they're small red days. Nothing like the first day of the month where I got caught slipping. So a breakdown here will be past the 1386. It's got room back down to this super steep level down here at 1310. Brought the point of control under the previous that came under right there, trading under previous point of control. So we're going to see where that ends up going. The bottom down here came to 1342. People trying to get in on this downwards move. It had a little bit of a higher low level here as well. So I'll take note of this too. From 1117 up to this 1182. See what it wants to do. And I just want to see, hey, what is it going to invalidate? What is it going to, continue to look strong? This one right here is out of zone. It's out of bounds at this point. I'm going to remove that. It's too far away. If it were to go down there, I wouldn't be trading anyway. All right, buddy. So you proven that you got definitely a level of resistance at this point of control. And we want to see you continue to drag it down so we can get a zone, right? So a zone where it can play in between the points of controls. Bottom side. C, Chinese agriculture. RK, Texas wheat. Definitely a little bit off topic. So yeah, we'll just see. It's Wednesday, hump day. A lot of times on Wednesdays, things kind of act wacky. So I'm definitely fully prepared for that. Reaching back up there to that point of control. Treating it like more and more resistance. Again, test there. Come on down, big boy. $14 hold dollar level. The previous low of this candle is 1375-ish. So it'll be a $0.25 breakdown. Coming on to this at this point it'll be 1334 at this kind of steep uptrend. Nothing else I'm seeing coming up the map as of yet, just these three. Tapping point of control again. So that is 1, 2, 3 times up here. Tap to the top of the box. It's going to stay under that, or is it going to continue to push? Okay. Back into the box. Thirty seconds. This point, this one is out of bounds all the way back down here to 11, whatever. This is 1086. This is out of, I don't even care about this one anymore. So just cleaning up the drawings as we go. If no new outliers are made, then I'm looking for what's the bottom outlier, where it's got all this space down here to, 1183. What's the bottom outlier? Since it's showing us all these top movements. Open new candle up below the point of controls. Let me go and stretch this out. So activate. This is at 1421. So let's keep it there. 1421. Just drag it over. 1421. That was a previously heavily traded level right there. And now it's coming down to this uptrend. Okay, so now it's starting to clip this steep uptrend that we saw. It's got another one down here around 13. It's 70 cents away from that right now. A little bit of volume coming in. If it continues to grow here at 1392, it's going to end up moving this point of control down again. Value level, you can see this little lightly painted level from 1223 up to 15 is the value level that it's trading within right now. Bottom of this candle, so it's got a little bit, let's see if it's got a little bit of higher low here. Let's see what it does right here. Is it going to play around this level? It's going to go ahead and break this down. I'm looking for invalidations and validations. That's all. So I'm pretty much putting ideas on the board and saying, okay, well, let's see if price action agrees or disagrees. Is this a valid little some type of uptrend here? And it's gonna let us know here in a couple of seconds, couple minutes. I don't know when it's gonna let us know, but you know. Open a new candle under this previous trend. And I just put, you know, anything that I really think could be a good idea for longs, I just put it on there. So I just remember where it was. And then as it gets further away from it, then I just delete them. So as the day moves on, I just delete them. But the things that stay are those daily levels, like this daily 15 minutes, you know, down here, daily peak, all of these, yeah, they stay. Close. Back up to that point of control. Look like it's going to be closing back under that. If it, the bottom of that candle was 1380s, 1381. So we'll see if we get a close under 1380s to continue this downtrend. 1394, about 10 cents away. 1380 sitting right on it. $13.70 breakdown. New candle opening, open below the previous little steep trend, so it was not able to hold it up, and has went up here to this point of control 1, 2, 3 times. So let's see where it wants to test down to. It's got 3 levels here: 1359, 1317, and then 1285. So let's see where it wants to fall to. That's through the 1359. I'm going to get a little continuation push down. Okay, opening lower than this previous level. We can't delete it yet because it's, it's still in range. I want to see it break down more, and then we can be like, okay, it invalidated that. So there's to the next level there, little pop. And you can see people are sitting there. Like at these levels, they're sitting there because they're like, okay, well, maybe this is the idea. Maybe this is the idea. Woo! Now that was the third level. 1, 2, 3. All the way down to that 1279. And what happened there? Bounce. Okay. So we came back to the 13s. It has pretty much invalidated this one, this little trend right here. So we'll get rid of that one, but it's still in range of this secondary one. Just giving it time. Oh, it invalidated this one back here too. Nice little fall out of that level. See volume coming in over here. Let's see if it could drag that point of control down. Still up 157%. Almost 9 million shares traded on it. And now it has a little bit of a uptrend here, so we'll go ahead and notate that. That was quite a bit of a bounce off this level. So below that, it's got what? 1, 2, 3 down here to 1192. Broke 3 levels down, so that's quite the bearish behavior. Open back up right there on that previous level. So now looking like it's going to be closing the candle underneath our previous trend. Still above this one though. All right, so we got one here. Let's see. So this is a little steep. We'll see how this ends up holding up. But last time it was super steep. It actually went up. So we're gonna see how this one closes. Good morning, Danielle. We're watching S dot, SDOT. There's some pretty nice moves on it, but just waiting to see where the structure lands us. It's almost a 10 million shares traded. It's got 9 million something right now. Okay. So again, right on that steep little trend, we got a level up here that keeps getting tested right around this 1331. 10 seconds left to the close of this candle. Should open up new candle around here somewhere. Okay, there's a new candle opening like mid-level in there. The high of this was 1335, and it's kind of in a wedge position. I'm also looking up here at the bid and ask. So we see, how far down is it going? The bid is at 28 right now, 28.30. And, before when it fell, it was at 13.02 or something. It had popped way down there, and the ask was like at 25. So it's like a 20-cent spread in here. So it's been 4 green candles trading within each other. The bottom of the previous candle was at 3 8 or 13.18. So will we see a red move back down through there or what? It's 10 cents away. Literally just the heartbeat just stopped pumping here. A lot of thoughts going into this, I guess. I don't know. About to close this candle up. See if it starts closing up under. This is a little off. I don't like that. Let me make this a little bit better here. There we go. It's got a little space down to that wick. It bothered me. There's a new candle right there. Opening a little bit lower. Do you see a little surge over here on the volume level in this area? We'll see if they continue to push it down or what they want to do here. It does have a little gap here back up to 1325, so it may try to fill that gap before making any more decisions, but we'll see. Okay, throwing a little wick down. Did not fill that gap though. Back up to 1326. Looking for other things to pop up that could possibly give us some payout. We saw Seed, which was a Chinese agriculture company. I'm not too into that. So yesterday, President Trump had tweeted that China will face retribution on not purchasing U.S. soybeans, and so today we see companies that are into agriculture and have soybeans on their kind of inventory or go into any kind of growth or whatever. Those are the ones now. It just fill that gap. It just filled that gap right there. So now the gap is filled. Now we need to see what decision they make. But yeah, the soybean purchase is what caused all these agricultural stocks to be up today. I just want my piece, man. I just want 30 cents, bro. That's it. I'm cool. So now let's see. The bottom of this candle is 13.10, 10 cents away. Then a true breakdown will be past that whole dollar level to 13. Let's see how that goes. And at this point, it's got a level here at 1290, that previous trend, then 1263, then like 1240-ish. So it's got a couple of catch points before it gets to this main uptrend we saw here. And I really didn't mark anything down here because down here, like it will be leaving a previous gap, going back into another gap down here under like 950s. On the daily chart, if you look at the daily chart, you'll see this gap here. Looking at the bid, 1304 is right there. What we don't want to see is 12. Well, I was about to say 12s, but 1288 right there on the bid. That invalidates this right here. Remove. This one is still kind of in the realm of this one, so I'm gonna leave that one. It fell through 1, 2, and then it has a 3 down. Well, it did 3 the first time, so I guess it wants to do 3 again. 1, 2, 3 fall. Okay. So the bottom of this is oh, it looks like it's gonna continue to go down. Okay. Okay, let's just let this close up. It's got 15 seconds on it. Point of control was back up here. The only issue that I have right now, I wish it was receiving more volume down here and dragging this point of control on down so we can get a nice little kind of a lane where it can re-enter where it got beat up. So it came up here to this top side. This was what I think of as an outlier. Started to build this downwards type, and it's actually got from this. Let's see what this looks like. It's kind of steep. I don't know about that. I'm just gonna stick to the bigger ones. But yeah, it started slipping down from this point of control. We got so the way that I do this point of control is take the 1 minute, 5 minute, and 15-minute points of controls and form a zone out of them. The tighter the zone, the more kind of concentrated it is. The bigger the zone, you know, it's got a little playroom in there. But a tight zone like this, that's kind of scary. And we saw it came through this tight zone, hit 15, came right back through it, tried it again, right back through it, came back, right back through it. So that's what I was looking at on that one. But this bottom down here is 1227. And it is now below this other level here. If it can't start closing over this, we'll go ahead and invalidate this little trend up. It wants to continue to slip down. Bottom side of this is 1265. We have a little bit of a uptrend here though. New one. And yeah, so let's see if it goes under 1250. There's 1250 on the dot. It's got 3 levels here. 1, 2, 3. So 1246 breakdown, 1230s, and then 12, well, under 12. Okay, so we got close. This is a little bit of a 1-minute uptrend, but very steep. Let's see how it does in here. We'll go ahead and invalidate this one. Remove that. It's been breaking down 3 levels at a time, so we'll see if it does it again. Seed. Texas wheats. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna keep my eyes over here. This is the only thing that's really showing me that it can move 30 cents at a time. So, and it's on topic. So closing under that little steep trend there. We got a level here at 1246, 1234, 1225s. There's 12. Well, so it broke 1, 2, and then 3 would be here at 1225. We'll repeat that cycle that it's been doing. That is a lower breakdown too. So the previous low was 1230 and this one came down to 1226. Go ahead and clear this off. And this one too, actually. So will 1250 start to hold? Don't see that volume coming in though. I'm looking over here at the volume. Look at these bars compared to these big bars where people were really interested. This thing still hasn't hit 10 million shares. So we really want to see that volume start to boost up and drag this point of control down. 5 cents away from that 12.50. It's reached 10 million shares traded now. So at least it's catching up with RKDA. C still has 21 million shares traded. But we have not seen a true higher low, like a spike down above this one. So still just watching. Looking for that volume to increase. Because, I mean, this is a dip. So if people are buying a dip, we'll see it go do, 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 do. But we'll wait. Or I'll wait. Here's what it is. Okay, so slightly under the 1250 right there. And let's count our levels. So it's been breaking three at a time. So it's got one here at 1241, or now 1242, 1232, and then a 1214. Also watching the bid up here, seeing if that bid drops to like maybe 40s or 30s or something like that, because it could pop down there. There's 50, 47 right there. Okay. So the bottom of this is 1246. 1246. Let's see what this looks like here. If we were to draw a level to that green. Question is, can it hold that level? And now we got three new levels. So we got breakdown of 48, 44s, and it's kind of getting tighter in here too. So that's also could be a good thing, but we got to get more volume on that tightness. There's some volume coming in there on that downwards push. Let's see if it continues to come in. Look at that volume coming in on that push. See if it actually gets through that 1250. 1250 on the bid. Okay, okay. Let me erase this. There is some volume coming in there. See volume up here. Threw a little wick up there to 1293. Bottom side is 1285. This is kind of poppy too, for sure. Come on, volume. Where you at, bro? $12.99s. But the volume though. That volume though. There's some volume with the gap. Okay. So this one is looking like it wants to start moving up. Okay. We'll see what a pullback looks. It's still below everything, so we see the volume coming in here around this level. Probably going to pull the point of control down here. Hopefully it does. Give us a nice little range to play within. Because at this point, we got from the 1305 up here, or if it drops, I mean, the bottom of this, what, 1246 to all, maybe like a $2 range in here. So this will be a new outlier here under this that we can finally see. Back under 13. Come on, move on down, big boy. Got our outlier now, though. All right, so let's see, 1322. Now we got a downtrend inside of our downtrend. That's the first one we've seen. We've seen uptrends inside of this uptrend, but downtrends have not happened. So now we got a spike down to this 1274. And we got a level that could break back up to that 14. So let's see if we continue to see structure on both sides here. Volume pouring in here at 1317s. Let's see if it can get tighter and tighter for some type of breakout, or is it going to continue to break down? Back to 13 now. $12.91 on the bid. Not seeing any, they're not really coming back over the 13s at this point. There's 13 on the bid, but it keeps appearing and then disappearing. So we'll see. Bottom of this previous candle is $12.95, which was just on the bid. Let's see if it comes back. $12.95 on the bid. Still not seeing anything else that could possibly pay me 30 cents. So everything else is just kind of like, more volume coming into this level. So in this level, with this volume increase, it has found resistance. It is struggling with the whole dollar level. And so this volume, I'm thinking, could be pushing it down. And we're getting more and more confirmations of that, lower highs and all that stuff. Once that ask gets under 13, it's just sitting at the 13 right now. But if that ask comes under 13, the shorts are getting a little bit more aggressive off that whole dollar if it does that. Yep, ask is under 13 now, down to 1290s. A little bit more aggressive on the short side. Bottom side of this level is 1282. The only issue is if I lose on this one, there's not a whole lot else that I see that I can make money on. So I got to kind of be careful of that too, because this is like the only one that's like everything else could maybe possibly pay me like maybe 10, 15 cents. So we'll just see. The bid is not coming up with that ask. The ask popped up to 13.18, but the bid is still under 13. Oh, pop back down there kind of quick. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm looking for like it to me it's low volume overall. Um, but I'm like this. If this is the closest thing to my scope, why look at something else that's not close and get tempted? You know what I'm saying? Like Seed out here is trash. RKDA is trash. So if I watch this one, I pop back and get my popcorn and watch this one continue to show me that it's bearish. I stay out of a lot of other bad trades. It's kind of like choosing what TV channel you want to watch. This one is the closest to what my scope is, so I'm watching it. And if I was watching Seed at $2.44 or RKDA at 542, I'm like, I don't like this channel. I'd rather see shorts win, get their money, root for the shorts while they're getting it, and then come back on my day. Because Monday and Tuesday were my day. Friday was my day. So now the shorts are coming in, and actually looking at the NQ, let's pop over here to the NQ real quick. Look how bullish this looks. NQ over here, absolutely ripping teeth, taking names up back up to this 25,000. So we had a pop down, pop up, pop down, and now we're looking like we're going to get back out of this range. But yeah, that's why I kind of just keep my eyes out for trash if it's not close to my scope. Because the market is kind of like the ocean. I'd rather be tempted by something that's kind of close to what I'm looking for than by something that's just playing cops and robbers and way out of scope. Anyway, we are here. We have tested this little point, and we'll see as it gets tighter and tighter if it wants to go ahead and break down or whatever. But just watching. Still got room down to this 1208. So I guess it's kind of like a mental game. I think that I'm playing here. What side of the ocean do I want to watch? Yeah, that's what I'm waiting on. If it does get volume, I really and truly on Wednesdays, sometimes intraday is so volatile. That's why I'm looking for like an early trade, get my little piece and get out because Wednesdays are kind of funny. They're hump days, and a lot of times they end up humping. A lot of times they end up humping. These first folks that got into this move, yeah, they got in, but I like more structure. I like to see, a little bit more. It makes sense that it's gonna make that move, right? But 1294s is still under the 13. So bottom side of this is 1271. Got a lot of invalidation to do. It's got one at the 1269, 1258. Can drop all the way to 1210, 1202s, 1176s. Man, I would love to see that point of control bounce down. The wider it is, the better. I'm looking for it to come back and play in that range. But it's just a patience game at this point. No sweat, no swivel. So looks like on the 15 minute and the 5 minute it has moved. So the point of control on the 5 minute is 339. So somewhere up in here. Point of control on the 15 minute is 1310. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead and draw this in. This is 1413. That's still wide. 1413 all the way down to 310. That's super wide. But now we're clearly under 13. So I want to see what happens when it gets right here and has to retest this. Is it going to have a big fail out or what? And that will be in about maybe like 4 minutes, maybe. More volume coming in there on that push down. Let's see if it go ahead and invalidate some of these. I mean, if it makes a 3, if it does 3 down this time, it's going to be all the way down to the 12s. Sitting on that level. Looking for that ask to get into the 80s. There's ask at 1280 right there. More volume just came in on that. 75s, 1275s on the ask. It is coming down from the 90s. That's a 15-cent move or something from the 90s. And we still see that volume coming in. 1271, slightly invalidating, but not a whole lot. If it breaks 1, 2, 3, it's going to invalidate a whole lot. Ooh, open up under that. Ooh, there's okay. So we got 1 break, 2, and 3 is all the way down to 1214. Uh-oh. You see the ask and the bid. Bid is at 56 right now, so yeah, it could drop quite a bit. Just pop back up the well, it's kind of flashing now. Come on, big boy. Show me what you got. Okay. 70s. Nothing to delete yet because it's still within range. Squeeze coming on to this level here. 1280s. Let's see if it starts to treat this as resistance. Yep. Yep. All right, let's see a breakdown of the 60 if it can do it. See if the ass sprints down there to it. About to close this candle up. Looking real bearish. It's gonna treat it as resistance again. We have a top here, was this 1288 in here for it to possibly try to break. But I want to see how it closes. Can it continue to close above this 1260-ish level? It's got a lot of space down. I mean, this would be a 60 down, maybe like a 30-cent drop there. 60 down to, well, even more than that, 40-cent drop. So is that risk worth it? Trying to get 30 cents on the day. So twice it came up there and tested that level. And we got our little breakout level here at the 1283s. But do we trust it though? Do we trust it? Bid is at the 70s. Let's see, we see the 60s back on the bid. Yeah, yeah, I feel that. But you got to understand too, though, on this one, unlike the first two that I traded this week, it does not have catalysts on the day, right? So the pop can be very fast. It can be very big and fast, like we saw right here. It can go up. You need to be taking profit though, because it does not have catalysts. So that's what I'm thinking on this one. Take quick profit. I'm not looking to hold this thing to the moon or anything like that. It doesn't have the catalyst. So that's why I'm so like, let me just see if it'll continue to drop. You know, all I need is a quick pop, and I'm gonna sell. That's it. I'm selling. There is no intention to hold at all. It came up here, right back on this level. Yeah, it was a Trump tweet. Trump tweeted that China was going to pay retribution for not buying our soy beans. And that's why this one's moving. This is an agricultural stock. All right, little pop down, so a lower level there. Let's see if it continues to go. The value level is right down here at the 1221, it looks like. And it's got this upper level up here at 1279-ish. But got to see how this closes. All right, so let's go ahead and remove that. We'll see. It's taking a little pause break here, so we'll see what it wants to do. Oh, well, I just drew that and it's already down. Okay. Making me draw things that I don't want to draw. Okay, there. And we have this level right here of the 1269. We'll see if it continues to move down. So it's definitely a slow move down, but I'm okay with it. Okay, some buyers coming in there. Bottom of this is 1250. And then it has a breakout level up here of 1272. Has a previous point control at 1415 up there. So I'm gonna let this one close. It looks like it's finding a little bit of resistance. We'll see how this closes. Top side was up here at 1314 or 1343. That's the nearest level that I can see that could be some type of, get out point. Open up a little bit lower. Okay, now it looks like it wants to try something. Can we see like 60s? There's 70 on the bid. Want to see a hold here though. Can we see 75? Oh, I'm in here. Hold up. Dang it. Clicked the wrong button. It didn't have my extended on. Let's see what it wants to do from here. I really don't want to risk from. I want to get in at the line, but it is what it is. Volume coming in. 70, 12, 75, 25 cents back up to the 13. I'm gonna let this one close. Show me what you got. Close up. Close up, big boy. Bid back down to the 70s. I'm gonna see if it does a quick snap back to the 70s. Okay, seriously. Open up a new candle. Okay, opened up lower. High of this was 1279. There we go. 1270s. I need to see over 70. There's 79. I'm gonna go ahead and take right there. Got 20 shares and then 25 shares there. Okay, so 25 shares in. We have a level up here at the 1342. My out is definitely going to be down here at the 1252. I'll go ahead and get on down if it does not want to play ball. Does not have catalyst, so just looking for this little tap here up to 1342s if it can. If not, I'm out. 1252s. I'm out. Finally broke this little level here, so I'm seeing if it can get any kind of upward movement. Okay. I'm ready. 1280, 1252. Can we see back over 75? Looking at the bid. Bid is at 62. There's 71s. Okay, I see it. Let's see if I can get filled on the bid. I'm just gonna enter little bits at a time. Buying on the bid. Looking for it to hold here. Got it 27 shares, and a high break of this will be 1305. 28 shares. Just buying on the bid. Looking for it to hold this little level here of the 1254. Okay, 30 shares in. I'm just gonna leave it at that. 30 shares in. Can we get any movement out of here? If not, I'm out. 1256s. You need to see it over 1280s. Fill the gap. Bottom of this is 1265. Needs to be over 1280 though. Can we see it? Volume. I just saw volume come in there. It needs to get over 1280s. Yep. Okay. Ready to get out at 1250. If I don't see green. $12. It's gonna get back over 65s. Maybe not. $12.58. 62 is going to have to get over that level. 65 back over this level. 68.70 could be an add point. Can we see 70s on the bid? Oh boy. Nope. All right. 57. Was that a lower? That looks like a lower level. I'm not seeing the 60s hold up. Selling out. $10. We'll see if it can get back over what 1260s. Little bounce there. All right. Let's get ready. Back over what 1266s. Ooh, open way lower. Right on that level. Let's see if we can get back over 1250s. So breakdown, okay, there we go. Let's see if you can get back over to 1251. Can we see that on the bid? 1251. 1260-ish. 55. So we show the screen of red. Okay. Definitely invalidated some things here. Lower level. Now the high is 1254 on this 1 minute candle. Pretty nasty move down. We'll see if it continues, but now it's on that last level there. So back over this level with 1225. Let's see what it does here. Bottom of this is 1209. Giving it a minute. Is more, well, some volume just came in there. See that over there. Okay. Let's watch it close. See if we can get back through this 1225-ish level. $12.25. See more volume coming in there. Let's see if it moves that point of control on down. $12, that's a whole dollar level now. Are people interested? I'm looking at this volume over here, seeing if that $12 is something that people are interested in. At this point, I need to probably cut back and reassess. We had a bottom down here. Stand to the right. So over this 1219, 1220 level, we got a top up here at 1297. Continues to power down though. At the bottom of the value level too, right at here. Okay. Do you want to do a little turnaroundy? Turnaroundy. Break out of this level again will be around that 1223, 1224, 1225-ish level. See some volume coming in here. I'm not sure if that's up or down. Up. Okay. 1215. Okay, going right up there, and we can use that out. We could use the bottom as out here at 12, whatever that is. 30 shares in. See if it yanks down again. Can it give me another entry? All right, 50 shares in, and I'm using this bottom as out, 11.95. 11.95. Ready to jump. It's going to be closing this candle in 15 seconds. Bottom of this candle is 12.13. So let's see if we can find any type of uptrend up here. My entry was 12.33. Top side of this is 12.50. Can we get that quick pop on no catalyst? Quick pop over that 12.50-ish. Down $15 right now. Previous top was up here at 12.98. And it needs to get over 12.33. Where those 12.20s at, my boy? Let's get back over 28. Can you do it, big boy? So the next out is probably going to be around that 12.13 if it can move up from here. That's what I'm thinking. That'll be a 20-cent loss if I got to take one. It is 7:42. Let's see. Can it start? Yeah, I mean, it's trading outside of this level, but I haven't seen any big rips. Okay. There's a little tap right there. Can we get on through that 20? Can we see 28 on the bid? 25s. Can we see 26s? I'm going to add right there. 60 shares in. Looking to be out at this 11.93. I see that bid at 12.16 right now. Can you do any kind of holding up here? Break over. Oh, nope, it's not breaking over anything. All right. Not sure what that's trying to do, but let's go ahead and draw in our, see if it wants to try one of these little steep upward movements that it did before. Can we see those 28s back up there? Top side of this is 12.24. It's looking real bearish. $12.15. Closing this count in 15 seconds. Top of this candle is 12.15. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna add on this one. 12. Can I see 17, 18s on the bid? Not seeing it on the bid. Okay. Let's get on out of here. Don't like that little breakdown. Invalidation. If I see anything on the bid below 12, I'm out. Twelves. 12.05. Really, you want to call it this time? All right, I got out. Okay. Let's see what we got. 12.17. Yeah, we're gonna have to get back in on this one. Can't miss the whole move on a technicality. Back in 60. Back in 80. Looking for it to go ahead and push through that level. All right, so I got 100 at 12.26. Previous high was 12.49, and I will be out at the bottom of this candle 12.08. Held out of this level once, twice. Let's see it get out of there, man. God, what was this? 11.95 I got out the last time. Where those traders at? Where those Trader Joe's at? Okay, so this is what, 12.12. Can it give us that quick pop and drop? I'm just need 30 cents. I'm in at 12.26, so 12.50 something would be grandiose. If I can't get it, I'll just get on down. But I definitely gave it plenty of playtime in this level and all of this, so it is what it is. Top side of this is 12.33s, and I'm ready to get out if it comes back to 12. Be a $26 loss on this. Go ahead and get on out of there. So, the winning from yesterday pretty much gave that back. It is what it is. I'm done for the day. I'm gonna leave that there. It's Wednesday. Intraday usually tears me out of the wazoo. Let me go ahead and import my trades here. It's looking for it to get on out of there, but it just couldn't. So I went ahead and cut it. All right, it's imported my trades now. I don't even know if it's gonna give me uh what was that loss? That couldn't have been 30 cents. I know it was less than 30 cents. My winners are usually 30 cents or higher, like 2x, 3x of that. So no biggie. Okay, did it import it? Yes. All right, so I lost. Ooh, I did lose 30 cents on that. Right around 30 cents. So that's my average winner. So over here, you can see my like yesterday or Monday was $1.13, 73, and then all of these were around 30 cents. So I really don't want to be losing more than 30 cents because my average winner is 30 cents per share. But it is what it is. Took that loss and got on down. First one was about $10, and then it did this one in 2 trades. So looks like it sold 60. Let me make sure I'm not still in. Okay. Yeah, I'm all the way out. All right, it is what it is. Red day. Whatever. We're gonna keep it pushing. We'll be back. Um, Again, this one did not have catalyst, so it's missing that. It was in scope. It was in pretty much scope, but hey, it was on sentiment of the tweet, and I was like, hey, if it can go again, well, let's see if it can go. But it is what it is. I'm going to get ready to call this person back, take care of some of that business, and then yeah, that'll be it. I'll be getting back into the Discord later on today. But yeah, keep it small, keep it tolerable, and we're good to go. Still green. Am I green on the week? I'm still green on the week, right? I just gave it back a little bit. Let me refresh. I'm pretty sure I'm green on the week. That was only $60. Yeah. Yeah. I'm still good on the week. Okay, so all of the Wednesdays have been the issue. That's crazy. Every Wednesday. Oh well. Just taking note. I know Wednesdays we usually don't have that catalyst like that, so it is what it is. Every Wednesday is baked. But yeah, I'm about to get out of here. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm not gonna change anything. I'm still gonna focus on the same structural type deals because it's working. One loser out of Monday, Tuesday I'm green, Thursdays I'm green, Fridays I'm usually green, Wednesdays red all month. Matter of fact, my biggest loss that I had to make back was on Wednesday. Oh well, but I'm cutting them off, man, cutting them loose. But yeah, that's it. Yeah, Wednesday's looking crazy right now in this month. But the crazy thing is, my biggest loser on was on the first day of the month on Wednesday. I lost $369. $369. The next day on Thursday, I made $479. So, I mean, I just gotta stay away from Wednesdays, I guess. Anyway, that's it for today. And as always, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.